Jesús, bájale volumen.
I'll read out extracts from President's address to the nation on the eve of the 70th Independence Day. 1947 में जब हमने स्वतंत्रता हासिल की, किसी को यह विश्वास नहीं था कि भारत में लोकतंत्र बना रहेगा। तथापि 7 दशकों के बाद 1.25 अरब भारतीयों ने अपनी संपूर्ण विविधता के साथ इन भविष्यवाणियों को गलत साबित कर दिया। हमारे संस्थापकों द्वारा न्याय, स्वतंत्रता, समता और भाईचारे के 4 स्तंभों पर निर्मित लोकतंत्र के सशक्त ढांचे ने आंतरिक और बाहरी अनेक जोखिम सहन किए हैं और यह मजबूती से आगे बढ़ा है। हमारे राष्ट्रीय चरित्र के विरुद्ध कमजोर वर्गों पर हुए हमले पथभ्रष्टता है, जिससे सख्ती से निपटने की आवश्यकता है। हमारी महिलाओं और बच्चों को दी गई सुरक्षा और हिफाजत देश और समाज की खुशहाली सुनिश्चित करती हैं। यदि हम इस कर्तव्य में विफल रहते हैं तो हम एक सभ्य समाज नहीं कहला सकते। संविधान में राष्ट्र के प्रत्येक अंग का कर्तव्य और दायित्व स्पष्ट किया गया है। जहाँ तक राष्ट्र के प्राधिकरणों और संस्थानों की बात है, इसने मर्यादा की प्राचीन भारतीय परंपरा को स्थापित किया है। कार्यकर्ताओं को अपने कर्तव्य निभाने में इस मर्यादा का पालन करके संविधान की मूल भावना को कायम रखना चाहिए। One unique feature that has held India together is our respect for each other's cultures, values and beliefs. The very essence of plurality lies in cherishing our heterogeneity and valuing our diversity. India will grow only when all of India grows. The excluded ones have to be included in the development process. The hurt and the alienated have to be brought back into the mainstream. We often celebrate the achievements of our ancient past, but it would be wrong to rest on our laurels. It is much more important to look to the future. International agencies have acknowledged India's status as the fastest growing major economy in the world and recognized major improvements in indices of ease of doing business and logistics performance. We must build on our strengths so that this can be sustained and furthered. Our foreign policy has shown considerable dynamism in recent times. We are in the process of forging new relationships based on shared values and mutual benefit with all countries. India's focus in foreign policy will remain on peaceful coexistence and harnessing technology and resources for its economic development. अंत में मैं एक बार दोबारा उपनिषद का आह्वान करता हूँ। ईश्वर हमारी रक्षा करे, ईश्वर हमारा पोषण करे, हम मिलकर उत्साह और ऊर्जा के साथ कार्य करें। हमारा अध्ययन श्रेष्ठ हो, हमारे बीच कोई वैमनस्य न हो, चारों ओर शांति ही शांति हो। जय हिंद। Thank you for coming today. Every Independence Day is special, but this is a very special Independence Day because we are celebrating the 70th Independence Day. We have this slogan called India at 70. Through the span of this 70th Independence Day, will be hosting various events to mark the Independence Day. I just read out extracts from the President's speech. Of course, it's a much bigger speech. He also talks about various other issues. For example, one great achievement that we recently had was the passing of the GST bill, because till now India didn't have one single tax structure. So that has happened, and that has shown once again the strength of our democracy, where the government and the opposition have come together to work for the benefit of the country. There are other things that the Honorable President talked about. He talked about the various missions. For example, we have something called the Smart Cities or Digital India. He said that when we adopt technology, we should also see that there is compassion. So we don't just build a technological society, but a society which is also very compassionate. He also mentioned about terrorism, which also our Prime Minister, when he spoke early in the morning on the 15th of August from the ramparts of Red Fort, he also mentioned about that, because that's a scourge that the whole world faces. The Prime Minister's speech, of course, was a much longer one for those who have heard it. It went for a long time, and he spoke about the achievements of the government in the last 2 years. One of the things he spoke about is about good governance. That is something that as embassy we are also involved, because the message from the Prime Minister's speech was that good governance is not about very sophisticated things. It is about normal things in life. So he spoke about the various programs that the government has taken to alleviate poverty, to cleanliness. He spoke about all things which usually we think are too simple for the government to think of. But that is what good governance is about. He also spoke about things like renewable energy, and here he mentioned about one statistic that struck me, because 3 or say even 2 years ago, if you bought one LED bulb in India, that would cost you 350 rupees, but now it is 50 rupees. And and this is an instruction that we have been also following in embassy. I don't think we have, maybe HOC will confirm, but we don't have any other bulb but LED bulbs in our embassy. But the importance for India, which is an energy deficient country, is the following. He said if every bulb is substituted by LED bulb in India, we'll save 20,000 crores. And 20,000 megawatts and 1.5 lakh crores. So you can count in billion how many billion. So just by replacing normal bulbs. Well, as I said, it's an important event, important day, because the 70th Independence Day. And I would like to mention a few things about India and Venezuela, because last time also I mentioned some things have happened, and we have some good news also. This week it is confirmed that the foreign minister and the oil minister, they are going to India. So they'll be going the 18th. And this is a visit we look forward to, because it was last in 2012 when then President Maduro had visited India for India CELAC meeting. So it's been several years that we had a high-level visit from Venezuela to India. That is happening, and thereafter it will be followed by the NAM summit. The dates are also confirmed in September 17th and 18th of September. That is when we are expecting a delegation from India. So, it will be a busy time for us, and although it's a holiday today, I think all of us will have to go back to the embassy to work on the foreign minister's visit. Well, thanks once again for coming. After this week.
In English, samosa.
And samosas. She is the chef.
Hello, how are you?
Okay, tell me the name.
The name of these are coconut and carrot burfis. Then we have aloo samosas and eggplant samosas. And then we have bundi.
Bundi.
Bundi, yes.
This is called peta.
What's its name?
Peta.
Pita.
Very nice.